He is none other than Ko Wunna. He has tested or created several types of multicopter models such as quadcopter, hexacopter, octocopter, and so on. Minglawa, Ko Wunna.
Yes, Minglawa.
First, I'd like to know, in your 16 or 17, did you precisely notice that what is your interested thing and decided to study it until you become an outstanding person?
Since he's not 15 or 16, I think it's about 12 years old, I noticed that I really interested in electronics and robotics. So I test a lot of things. I try to repair a lot of things.
Please let me know about the subjects you learned and the projects you undertook to be able to make this creation.
Yes, my main hobby is, I can see that this is electronics, IT, and something like this robotic. This is not totally, it's not a robotic, but this is a so-called radio controlling flying things. So since I was young, I follow my brothers who working for electronics field, and also after my high school is finished, I go to learn basic electronics, and I also learn advanced electronics, so on. After that, I working for some company. I support electronics, electrical, and also I want to apply electrical license under Ministry of Industry 2. I also have a license who can maintain the house electric diagram and everything. After that, I noticed that the small parts and the small things I cannot concentrate too much because my eye contact problem. So I learned about IT, system administration, and some networking. So after that, I working for some company which I can support IT and system. And after that, I went to Singapore. I working as a engineer, electronic engineer, IT engineer, and then I try to learn for this multicopter, and I try to test a lot of things such as this hexa-copter and quadcopter with my own invest my own money, and also sometimes I spend a lot of money, I spend a lot of time. Sometimes I been accident because of this. So that's how I learned for this machine.
Okay. Please let me know the challenges you encounter while working in Singapore in the IT field.
Once I reached to Singapore, I noticed that Singapore is a developed country, so it's not really easy to work there. Also, who have experience working in Singapore, they also know that it's a lot of depression there.
Yes.
I cannot say that everybody have a depression, but it depends on their field, depends on their job scope. So for me, I also can say that I also have a depression. Sometimes I need to do about 24 hours continuously because I maintain some kinds of CCTV system. Once this system is down, we cannot go back. We just straight away go to the site or straight away go to the server room. We have to solve the problem until this system is back to normal. So sometimes I feel that it's very difficult for me. Sometimes I feel very sick because of this kind of depression. But I cannot say that this is not good for me. This is good for my experience, and also I can learn a lot of things that I working in
Yes.
Singapore.
Yes. May I know the usefulness and the benefit of a hexa-copter about which you are going to present?
Okay, these things we call is a multicopter, but normal people only know that this is a helicopter, but actually this is not a helicopter. Helicopter is the only one main blade or only two blade. So this is called multicopter because we have 4 motors, 4 propellers. So sometimes another type of thing, 6 motor and propellers.
Propellers, yes.
It may also have 8 motors and propeller. This is very big. So for this thing, we cannot limit how to use. We can imagine how to use, and there is no end. Currently, I test and I created for my brothers. This one I cannot say that is totally invent, because this technology and the parts are already exist. So, but in the market, they are not selling with ready to fly, or they are not selling is completely machine. They're selling parts by parts. Also in the market, there's a lot of motor, a lot of type of propeller. It's a different pitch, different angle, different inches. So I have to choose which one is suitable for my country or for my demands.
Yes.
So currently I created this one for my country, and also can see that for my brothers, he have a company which can say that this is a multimedia production house. The name is Miracle Post. So I created for my brother. He can shoot some area videography, some area photo, and also high angle from the sky. Also he can shoot the angle which cannot afford by crane or by human. So this is the main thing that I use for now, but it's not totally limited. We can also use for fire department. Example, if one case is happen in this area and the area is totally blocked, so firefighter and the firefighter can only see from limited angle and limited location. So how I want to support is, if they have this kind of multicopter, and also this multicopter have a camera, so the camera signal can transmit to the ground unit. So the ground unit monitor, they can see the live view. So the firefighter, they can see from the top or either any angle, different angle, and also they can monitor which point is the main causing to the fire, or sometimes they can monitor how many people locked inside and how many people need to support, so on. And also it depends on their control scale. If they even can control, they can go to the window, they can go to the building, what is the happen inside. So this is just we try to support our imagination. And also example, we can support the wildlife reservation. So in the wildlife reservation, they cannot see which area is need to maintain, which area is more populated, what kind of animal, so they can see from the sky. I think, if I'm not wrong, is we can fly about 500 meter, and also it depends on the transmission range. We can high up to the transmission range, and also we can control very far. It depends on the transmitter.
And so what is your future plan?
My future plan is not very simple because this thing is not only for video shooting, not only for monitoring and everything, because I believe that the robotic technology is based on this kind of video control machine. So I also want to test about robotic technology. I also want to learn about robotic arms, everything such as the automation, everything. So my future plan is I will further study and I will support to the person or to the department who need to use this kind of machine. This is my future plan.
At first, I thought you learned it at a certain school in Singapore, but actually you didn't go to the school in Singapore. So I'd like to know, which school did you go in Myanmar?
For my first primary school, I passed at BEPS 3 Bahan, and after that I transferred to BEHS Bahan. Is located on the Kabai Bogoda Road, which is very near for this school. After my 9th standard finish, I've been shifted to my home to Myanmar. In Myanmar, for only 1 year, for the 10th standard, for the high school, I passed in number 9 Myanmar. After that, I attend physics major in University of Myanmar, and also I learned basic electronics, advanced electronics, and IT administration. And after that, I went to Singapore since 2008. And over there, I just attend for Cisco Network Administration. They know that this is CCNA in MDIS. It's a Singapore school. So for this thing, I can see that there is no human instructor, there is no school for me. But how I learn is in the internet. There's a lot of sources, a lot of instruction, a lot of sharing knowledge. So I find all these things I learning. Sometimes I watching, showing how to do, how to set up. So I can see that internet is not only for communication. Internet can be used for a lot of purposes. So I think internet is the main instructor for me. But I would like to say thank you for my previous school, like my university, my high school. I think all these things supported to create this thing.
Thank you very much for giving us your time and your cooperation. The hexa-hero-2 is a high-quality drone ready to fly hexacopter, perfect for aerial video and photos. It features easy-to-fold arms, extended landing skids, and one-axis auto-leveling camera gimbals. hexa-hero-2 is driven by DJI NASA GPS, which given ultra-stabilized multicopter flight controller with GPS system. The controller DJI NASA GPS is made by DJI Invention, which is stand by top innovator of flight controllers in multicopter market. hexa-hero-2 is controlled by high-range transmitter and receivers. It has an extra or flat antenna to get more secure range. Tuning 9X transmitter with flat antenna, FR Sky telemetry, TX module, and FR Sky 9CH fail-safe supported receiver, including TX 12V LiPo long life rechargeable battery. Now that it's configured through a PC and has more precise tuning, it's ready to fly. There are thousands of parts in market. To choose the right motors, propellers, ESCs, batteries, and TXRs are not straightforward. Also, configure flight controllers, camera, gimbals adjustment, balancing frame weight, ESC tuning and testing are high risk. So we all did it for you, and we are willing to give a short flight lesson if you want to. Camera gimbals mount is also very important for your shooting. 2-axis auto-leveling, 2 damping vibration absorbers, up-down pitch axis can be moved from your transmitter. Camera can be mounted below 130mm is to 70mm. GoPro Hero-2 recommended. There is no extra channel from your TX, so if you want to install camera button presser, you have to toggle pitch camera moving channel. But if GoPro camera is used, no need to install. With strong willingness to study, Ko Wunna has learned the basic of creativities such as information technologies, electronics, robotic technologies in his youth. Now, he can materialize his dream by making pragmatic inventions with the knowledge he learned in his youth. Now, he is standing as the CEO of Myanmar Area Videography Society and will keep making innovations for the interest of the people.